Hey guys, welcome to the KLT Fitcast, where we take your hard questions and we give you honest answers and honest, real feedback and give you tools that you can take as soon as you stop listening and implement them into your daily life. I am outnumbered today for this podcast, but
she's probably going to kill us.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Or that's right.
Hey, I'm Josh, Kate's husband. Probably going to be 6 feet under by the time this podcast rolls out, but that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take you out. It's fine.
And I'm Kate. And together, Josh and I, we own and operate a fitness studio in Peterborough, Ontario called Kate L. Tom's Fitness. We are really excited to have our very first guest speaker in studio today.
Our very special guest.
No pressure at all.
Yeah, you're the first.
Great.
And I would like to add, are we going to have captions on this when we
can?
Because
Yeah.
Staffy loves when it autocorrects to Staffy, Staffy.
Oh, yeah.
So that'll be fun.
At least it's not Steffi.
I actually had a gym teacher in high school called me Stephanie once.
Yeah.
I was like, how do you get that from
No.
Stathi?
No,
Yeah.
terrible. Okay, so yes, this is Stathi, owner of Herc's PTBO, a supplement store here in Peterborough. So we are going to dive into an episode all about supplements and how they can help you work towards your health and wellness and fitness goals, right?
Correct.
Sure.
Do you guys have anything to add?
You're the boss.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
First question. First question. Do you remember how we connected first?
Actually, no.
I knew you wouldn't. I knew you
She
wouldn't.
asked me this question this morning.
And he didn't remember
I
either.
didn't remember either.
Do you want a minute?
Did you come into the store or was it something else?
Yeah. Think about that pretty little blonde you have.
Through Fit for Less,
Yes. And
Britt, my wife, used to work there, and she met you.
Mhm.
And then I remember her telling me about this girl who had gone on this weight loss journey and lost a ton of weight. Yeah, that's you.
yes.
Yeah.
And
Was there more?
well, kind of. Your wife Britt did a placement and worked at the school that I worked at. So we kind of
Yeah.
we connected there a little bit. And then yes, at the gym, we started working out together. She talked about this like guy who she was seeing, and that was you. That was you.
I wasn't so sure about.
Oh, I'm mad.
So I'm really excited to talk about this topic today, and supplements. So I'm going to ask you a whole bunch of questions. Josh, if you ever want to chime in, feel free
Yep.
to do so. The first thing I want to ask you, not only what are supplements, but are supplements steroids and are they drugs?
No. So if they were in fact steroids or drugs, you would not be allowed to sell them in a retail type store.
Love it.
It doesn't happen. Creatine itself is one of the biggest misconceptions. Parents asking their kids, what are you taking? What is this? Is this steroids?
What's this white powder?
It's creatine.
Yes.
It's not a steroid. It's not just going to turn you into the Hulk overnight. There's endless studies about everything in the store.
Love it. So, okay, if you were to define supplements, what are they?
Something that you could take in addition to your everyday diet that's going to assist with weight management. It's going to help with gaining weight. It's going to help with losing weight. It's going to help with any physical aspect that you have in your day-to-day life.
Love it. But are they a magic fix?
No.
Thank you.
They're something that's meant to help
Right.
and assist. They're not something meant to rely on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of we talk about it, I think, in every single episode, how muddy the water is and how much information out there.
Mhm.
But if you break it down to the most basic term, the term is supplement.
Mhm.
That's not a magic fix. A supplement is supposed to supplement something that you're already doing to help. Maybe it's make it easier. Maybe it's help you recover faster. It can help, but it's not going to fix all of our problems.
Yeah, if there was a magic pill out there, obviously everything would be easier.
We'd all be out of business.
Yeah, it would be so much easier just to take this and you're good for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Doesn't exist. Nothing. What's the saying? Nothing easy or nothing difficult comes easy.
Nothing easy is worthwhile.
Right. So, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to put effort in, whether you're a teenager, whether you're older, whether whatever it is you're doing, you have to put effort in. It
Mhm.
doesn't come any
Mhm.
more simple than that.
Yeah. And even before we started recording this, we were talking about things that we would want to touch on, and you said these are all the things that you would say to a customer coming into the store, whether it's their first time in the store or their 100th time in the store.
Yeah.
The information doesn't change based on who it is.
No, it's the same thing with, and people always come in asking, oh, well, is it different for a female or if it's different for a male? No, it's this exact same stuff.
We're human beings.
Yeah.
It would all
Yeah.
digest the same.
The only things that are gender specific, and they're still not even gender specific, are the multivitamins. You have specific multivitamins for females
Mhm.
because female hormones are different than male hormones.
Mhm.
That's the only difference.
And if you break down the multivitamins even further, just medically speaking, like there's different multivitamins depending on your age as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because as your body changes, you require different nutrients.
Yeah. So speaking to the majority of the audience that we have here watching, listening, in studio, virtually all of that, we do predominantly see people who are looking to lose weight.
Or are new on a journey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. That's a good point too. New or looking to lose weight, or both.
Mhm.
If you were to pick 3 supplements to help supplement
Mhm.
someone who is going to be putting in effort and work when it comes to strength training and in the gym and getting their nutrition in check. So top 3 things, and from there I would love to kind of dive into each one a little bit.
So top 3 that I would pick for myself, or just in general?
If you had someone coming into the store, yeah.
And
So-
they say that they're coming from Kate L. Tom's Fit. They work with Kate and they're trying to lose weight.
So regardless of trying to lose weight or anything, anyone starting out with fitness, this is weird because it can go either way. My 1 and 2.
Okay.
I don't have a 1 and 2, but my top 2
Mhm.
are protein and creatine.
Love it.
They're my top 2 supplements that I would go to. If you look at any of the Peterborough Pete's athletes that come in, they're anywhere from 15 to 20, 21 years old. Protein and creatine are their top things that their coaches come in to get.
Mhm.
Third's a hard one. If they're wanting specifically like weight loss, you could go the carnitine route. Or I would just be doing, if I had to choose 3, possibly like an essential amino acid.
Nice.
The essential amino acid is different than the branched chain amino acid.
Right.
So, but those would kind of be my top 3.
Okay.
I wouldn't suggest the fat burners or the pre-workouts or anything like that.
Mhm.
I keep it very, very simple for people just until they get into a good routine.
Right, for sure.
People come in, they're trusting someone else to be like, hey, what do I need to help
Make
me
the
along with
decisions
this?
for them, yeah.
If
Um,
you tell people like, you're going to need all of this, they're going to look at you like, really? And they're going to quit before they even get started.
Yeah.
It's like, it's too much work.
Right. It's too much
Yeah.
work. It's too hard to remember to take all of these things. And also, like, it can get kind of expensive too, right?
I've had people come into the store and saying, oh, we're just starting out. My trainer or my coach told me to take all of this stuff. And they have like 16 different things on the counter. It's like, what are you taking that for? Well, my coach told me to take it. Okay, but why?
Because we have to follow these
Oh.
people blindly, right?
Because you said it's a pre-workout and I need pre-workout. Well, are you tired going to the gym? Do you have energy going to the gym? Well, yeah. Then you don't need that.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's all dependent on the individual. You
Mhm.
can't just have a cookie cutter for every single person. But the creatine and protein are like the top things that I would say.
Yeah.
Kind of staples of
Right.
a fitter lifestyle.
Yeah, of course.
So if we dive into protein, we know we know, maybe they don't know,
Mhm.
that there are a few different kinds.
Oh yeah.
And
Yep.
so diving into that a little bit and kind of how someone would pick and choose which kind of protein powder. And I also think it's worth it to say protein powder has come a long way,
100%.
even in like
10-ish.
10 years for me, right? Before, when I was like pushing 300 pounds, protein powder, like what? That I was not even whatsoever in the wheelhouse,
Yeah,
even the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, it's come really far. So can you talk a little bit about the differences?
Yeah, and it goes back to the actual individual and what their goals are. People come in and the first things will be like, "Oh, I'm just looking for protein powder." Sure, what kind of protein powder? What do you mean? Well, are you looking for a whey protein? Are you looking for an isolate? Are you looking for a mass gain? Or are you looking for a meal replacement? Are you looking for a vegan? Are you looking, do you know what are you looking for? Oh, then I shift to, okay, well, when are you taking it? And what are you taking it for? And if they say, well, I'm taking it after the gym, I want to lose weight, I just want higher protein, chances are they're looking for an isolate.
Mhm.
And then the biggest difference is, well, what's the difference between a whey and a whey isolate? You may agree with me, you may not, but the easiest way for me to explain to people is your whey protein is a little bit higher calorie, a little bit lower protein. Your isolates are typically the opposite.
Mhm.
So you're a little bit lower calorie, a little bit higher protein,
Right.
right? They absorb fast, they digest easy.
And is the isolate like broken down a little
So
bit more?
what they say is they take the concentrate and it goes through a filtration process. And that's where a lot of the impurities and imperfections get taken out of it, and you're left with a cleaner, purer protein,
Right.
right?
Yeah. And then a casein protein.
Casein is a very slow release protein. You can use it as a meal replacement, but typically if you were to just break it down for 3 protein powders, it would go your casein, your whey isolate. Your casein would be the slowest release. Your isolate be the fastest release. But for any teenager who's just wanting to up their protein, a whey protein is completely fine for them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what about someone who has tummy issues? How do you know you have tummy issues? How do you know that you can't take a whey?
100%. It's something that
I think you're the perfect example of this. Yeah.
Because it's weird because I have the most sensitive stomach.
Mhm.
Most whey proteins, it's just an issue with the casein that's in them.
Okay.
The isolate proteins are supposed to be easier on the stomach, but sometimes it doesn't matter. If you have any type of dairy issue, you're going to have issues with isolate or whey protein, doesn't matter.
And then what would you suggest for someone who is dealing with dairy?
My first question would be, are you a vegan?
Okay.
If they're vegan, then the only option is to go with a plant-based protein.
Yeah.
If you're not vegan, I suggest the animal-based proteins.
Right.
So the beef protein, which are a beef hydrolysate, the collagen, the beef collagen proteins,
Yeah.
things like that. Those are the ones that I personally would prefer over a vegan because I'm not vegan.
Right.
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 But even like you said before, where proteins have come so far, vegan proteins have come so far
I
as
was
well.
just going to say that because a vegan protein years ago tasted like
sand.
it's gross. And I think, yeah, now they've come so far and they actually taste
Close.
delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah. Okay, so that's protein. So then I love the topic of creatine because I feel like creatine it's been around for a long time, but I think that just over the last few years.
Pause for a second.
Yeah.
She does a great job at this, huh?
Yeah.
She's like all off the top of her head.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's like made for TV.
Yeah.
Thanks. But creatine, I think over the last few years has been, I guess, maybe more heavily researched. And I'm going to say especially for females.
A lot of myths along with it too, though.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of, it feels like misinformation when it comes to creatine.
The biggest, for me, misinformation is that even for the females, they think that they're going to take creatine and they're going to end up looking like I don't know.
Yeah, they're gonna.
So it's like you probably hear it where people come in for training and they're like, I don't want to do too much weights because I don't want to
I
get
don't want to
bulky.
get bulky.
Oh yeah,
I've been trying for like 20
Yeah.
years to get bulky,
Yeah.
and this is how I look.
That
right?
first question we asked, are they steroids?
Yeah.
No, but if that's the look you're going for, then you're gonna want
Yeah.
steroids.
You know what I mean? So honestly, and it's not that they're doing more research on creatine. I think it's just there's so many more people interested in creatine and it's getting more traction that the research they've already done is now coming out more.
Right.
So the newest research that I've heard is that a lot of older people are taking it because it's supposed to help with the cognitive function as well.
Yes, I've
So like
heard that.
the memory recall and things like that.
Yeah, brain health.
But to be honest, it might not be for everybody, sorry. Just like a pre-workout that's going to be really good for me might not do anything for you,
Yeah.
might be way too strong for you. It's just, it's all, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So like, it's all just,
Yeah.
It depends on the person too.
Right.
But creatine is, like I said before, it's one of my top supplements that I would suggest it for any athlete, any individual, any person looking to not gain more muscle, but try and build more
Yes.
muscle,
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah, like there's a difference between getting stronger and having actual volume.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Two
Yeah.
questions that just came about that. So what does creatine actually do? So when I put that scoop in my water and I take it, what is happening in my body?
So keeping it very, very simple, it's helping with the muscle recovery. It's helping with muscle endurance. It's helping with the muscle growth. The studies that they're coming out with now more is saying it goes further with the cognitive function, but it's all about like the protein synthesis, everything to do in that muscular development.
Yeah. Okay. I've heard too that it essentially, and I think this again comes from how fucking mangled we are from like diet culture, but correct me if I'm wrong, creatine can bring the water that we ingest to the muscles. So sometimes that could look like a slight increase on the scale because your muscles are full of water. Like
they're hydrated and healthy.
Yeah.
So that's one of the biggest things why there's different types of creatine too. So there's the creatine monohydrate, which is your not patent pending, it's patented creatine monohydrate. It's everywhere. It's the best bang for your buck.
And that's the one I take.
You take the pH balanced monohydrate, which is the crealkaline.
Okay.
So the biggest difference, because it's because it's a pH balanced, you're able to absorb it more efficiently.
Right.
Right. So essentially, this isn't the term you should use, but like going from a whey protein to a whey isolate.
Yeah.
A lot of females prefer the pH balance or even the creatine hydrochloride.
Okay.
Because there's none of the water retention.
Right.
The water
That's
retention
what messes with our head.
Yeah, the water retention is just you need to be drinking more water.
And it doesn't mean you're gaining weight, you're not gaining fat.
No, it's the like you said though, it's the water going into the muscles. So since growing up, like creatine's been around.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, honestly. Like I think I've been taking creatine for maybe 3 years now.
And what have you noticed?
I feel like my gains are good, but also like I feel like it's kind of like a silent little helper. Like you don't see any huge, amazing.
Well, you put it in other things, don't you? Like you mix it in with other drinks.
Well, I mix it with my pre-workout, which we're gonna get to.
Well, something that I recently found out, which I should have known for a while, you should not be taking creatine close to anything with caffeine.
Interesting.
Really?
So apparently it counteracts.
Maybe I'm not saying a damn thing. It's just straight work.
You still will, but yeah. So they say like anywhere from 2 to 3 hours apart from if you've ingested caffeine.
Okay, so I'm taking creatine at the wrong time.
I was too.
Interesting.
But this is the thing where even though somebody behind the counter tells you something, or somebody on Instagram or Twitter or TikTok tells you something, you still have to do your research.
Yes.
You still have to read about what you're taking.
Yeah.
You're ingesting something into your body and you need to know what you're doing, why you're doing it.
Right. So should everyone be taking creatine, even if they aren't working out, strength training? Is it still a supplement that everyone should be taking?
It goes to what we just said about the cognitive function. So if you have people with poor memory recall or declining memory or anything like that, the studies that they're suggesting that it helps with, sure, why not?
So, Kate, my take-home message right now: guess who's getting a bucket of creatine?
Aw, my poor mom.
Yeah.
Tabby, you're losing it.
You're gonna show up to her house one day, she's gonna be lifting a truck.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love that.
Doesn't happen. No.
Yes, you're not going to get bulky from taking creatine.
Uh,
Okay, yeah, cool. So,
But you know what I mean? So if it's the only thing I can say for someone not to take creatine is if you have kidney issues,
okay,
because everything typically gets filtered through the kidneys
Right.
as well. You don't want to overload them.
Yeah.
So my mom, for instance, she only has one kidney,
okay,
so she cannot do a very high protein diet
right.
because it's very hard on her kidneys. So she's not really someone that I would recommend, hey, here's a bucket of monohydrate.
Mm-hmm.
Crush
Okay,
that,
okay,
right?
yeah, cool. Okay, so protein, creatine. What would you say to someone who, I mean, new to strength training, new to exercising or not, doesn't really matter. We still can feel really freaking sore afterwards.
Mhm.
How does someone help kind of, I guess, jumpstart or help their recovery, muscle recovery along?
After a workout, my biggest thing is getting protein into the body.
And that
Whether
jumpstart the recovery.
Yeah,
right?
whether you're doing it through food, whether you're doing it through a drink, a protein powder, you have to think too, if you're chewing on a chicken breast, your body has to break that down
Mhm.
and then absorb it and then put the nutrients where they've got to go. If you're drinking something that's already broken down, chances are you're going to absorb it.
You're 50% of the
Faster.
way there
You know what I
already.
mean?
Yeah, yeah,
So why not, when you walk out of the gym, that much water, slam back a protein shake.
right. Yeah,
There you go. You're off to the races.
right.
You're that much further.
And that's an
ahead.
easy, yeah, protein
Yeah.
shake is an easy way to get a blast of protein, especially post workout.
And the reality is, when you're working your muscles and trying to build some kind of strength, your body needs a lot more protein than you even think that it needs, and it can be hard to get that much protein into your diet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you're trying to get, say, like 200 grams of protein a day and you're doing it just from food,
Mhm.
Yeah,
that's a lot of chicken breasts.
Yeah,
there's a lot of
that's
chicken.
so boring. Yeah, yeah.
And then if you accidentally overcook it, you're chewing on dry chicken breast.
Yeah. So, okay. So then with that, should someone be relying, I'm going to say solely on protein via liquid shake form,
No.
or should they still be getting most of it via whole foods?
So do you remember your first question? Are they supplements? It's meant to help. It's meant to be in addition. You still want to be having your however many meals you want to do a day. If your diet or whatever you're following says for you to do 2,000 calories in a day, if you eat it in 1 meal, 3 meals, 6 meals, do it in however many meals you want.
Yeah.
That's your allotted
Your numbers are
calories
still
for
your
a day.
numbers.
Yeah, you're still
Yeah.
ingesting
Yeah.
2,000
Yeah.
calories.
Yeah.
But so our digestive system works by breaking down, like I was talking about, that chicken breast and the food and the nutrients. If you're relying solely on liquids, your digestive system is going to tank.
Mm-hmm.
So I talk to a lot of parents who bring their younger athletes into the store and they ask me the same thing. Well, should they just be doing this? No, they need to eat. And some of the younger kids that are picky,
Yeah.
they don't eat.
Right.
They need to eat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Whether it's 1 or 2 meals a day, you still need to be working your digestive system.
Mhm. So, yes, whole foods. Would a kid, a teen, a young athlete be someone who could or should take like a gainer?
Depending on their calorie intake versus what they're burning.
Right.
Yeah.
A kid who
Yeah.
doesn't eat very much or is really picky and wants to eat what, like
Mhm.
chicken fingers and fries, I feel like is the staple for kids.
Well, my parents owned a restaurant when I was growing up, and I lived off of chicken fingers.
And look at you today. Look
But
at
that's
you
the thing.
today.
This is a message of warning.
But it's true, right? So, like, it all depends on the lifestyle.
Yeah.
If I wasn't active while I was growing up, if I didn't play soccer, if I didn't play hockey, if I wasn't into lacrosse, if I wasn't into rugby, if I didn't do anything and I sat on my ass all day as a kid
Mhm.
and I ate chicken fingers and
That's
fries every single day, followed by a liter of pop,
Uh-huh.
You mean
what do you think would happen?
354?
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
It's not muscle.
it's everything in moderation, and I get it. Life is tough and life is busy. There's so many moms and dads that come into the store and they're like, yep, we're going here this day. Then I've got to go here. And then we've got to go here. This kid has hockey. This kid has
Yeah.
gymnastics.
Yeah.
This kid has baseball. And it's like,
Yeah. The whole family are like ships
Yeah.
sailing
Yeah.
past each other.
yeah,
Never.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's tough. And all those fast food places look, it's like the
Fast.
easy,
They look
easy
fast.
way out, but
Yeah.
it's everything in moderation.
Yeah. Gone are the days of a family sitting down at the table
Yep.
to eat a dinner like we did as kids, right? Like
Oh, yeah.
we had to sit down at whatever time it was dinner time. Yeah.
Yep.
Very different now for sure.
100%.
Okay, so then I want to talk. This one's going to be a personal battle. Pre-workout. Let's talk about pre-workout. Okay, what is it?
Exactly the title, like pre-workout. It's a supplement that you're taking before a workout to give you energy, to give you mental focus, help with muscle pump, help with the intensity of the workout,
Mhm.
all of that stuff. It helps prevent muscle fatigue during the workout.
Right. So within that a given pre-workout, chances are, unless it's like a non-stimulant, it will have caffeine in it.
Yeah.
But then I always hear people, if they're new to pre-workout or they're trying pre-workout coming into the gym, they don't like the
The
itchies,
tingle.
the tinglies. So that's our little friend beta alanine.
Yep. I've actually had in my earlier years customers come back into the store and say I had an allergic reaction to it.
Wow. Wow.
Right? So, and when you tell them, be like, no, that's just beta alanine. And I get it. It's different.
It's a weird feeling.
weird. It can be annoying.
I love it.
Yeah.
It makes
I
me
love
feel
it
like I
too.
can leave
But-
the house.
Because you can feel it right away. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, the pre-workout's kicking in.
Especially because I take a
Right?
non-stim,
Yeah.
so that
Yeah,
it
so
makes
you're-
me feel like it's doing something.
You're like, okay, it's time to go
Yeah.
to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people don't like it because they find it like throws them off.
Mhm.
Beta alanine is a really good supplement because it's one of the ones that helps prevent against muscle fatigue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was actually listening to another podcast and they were talking about beta alanine and how it is, I think they said it is what sustains your muscles for the duration of your workout.
Mm-hmm.
So something that I always like to say, and again, like Josh and I, we kind of like that feeling, but we've experienced it. We know.
Yeah.
I like to tell people, well, one, you don't have to take pre-workout. Like none of this is required to
Yep.
have a good workout, but also that tingly feeling is your body's way of saying, hey, let's
I'm
do
moving.
something.
Yeah.
Let's do something
Yes,
about it.
that's
Let's
why I
lift the
love
weights. Let's move the body. Because your body is going to
Yep.
use that up, right?
My biggest thing with pre-workout is it's one of my first questions if people are just coming in and they're like, yeah, I'm getting back into the gym, never really taken pre-workout, or Josh told me to take it. That's like, okay. Are you tired going to the gym? Do you have the motivation to go to the gym? And if they're like, oh, I go to the gym just fine, then you don't, it's not one thing that you need.
Right.
If you were wanting something to go a little bit harder, sure.
Mhm.
You want to be more intense in the gym?
Mhm.
Sure, go for it. But
Would it also come down to time of day that you work out at?
100%,
Like if you were
yeah.
working out at what, 8 p.m.?
all of us wake up at 3:30 in the morning.
All of us have some serious mental health issues.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your damn sleep. But if someone was working out at 8 p.m. And
So
expected
that's-
to go to bed at
yeah,
10
so-
p.m.,
And that's one of the things, right? And life gets in the way. I get that. If you can't get to the gym till later, then a non-stim pre-workout is really good.
Mhm.
Sure, it doesn't give you the like caffeine effect,
Mhm.
but if you're wanting to go home and go to sleep after,
Mhm.
you kind of have to pick and choose your battles.
A conversation that you've had with me many times, and I've not yet listened.
That's
Should,
you know what that is.
should
Very
someone
typical case.
ever consider cycling off of pre-workout if they've been taking pre-workout for
100%. And like it even happens to me where I will switch between pre-workouts. If you
he
find
also tries to get me to buy a different kind of pre-workout, but
it never works.
No.
Up there, Kate.
Oh yeah, the
Like,
camera's up here.
gotcha.
Yeah, okay.
100%. It happens to me too. If you find that a really strong pre-workout, you're taking a full scoop, and then you're taking a scoop and a half,
Mhm.
and then you're taking 2 scoops. That's your body's way of saying, "Hey, like, chill out.
Yeah.
I need to."
It's not doing what it's
Yeah.
supposed to be doing.
So, like, our adrenals are just being overloaded, and sometimes it's not good to just take more of something,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cycling off, that's hard.
it is hard, especially when you become reliant on the pre-workout to get to the gym, to go have your workout, and
Mhm.
like to feel the muscle, like Arnold says, the pump.
Yeah.
It's great,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Uh,
And I think it becomes a part of a routine too, right? Like
Yeah.
relying
Yeah.
on it and becoming kind of dependent on that to get through a workout is likely more to do with the fact that you've just done that for a long time, as opposed to what if you just tried a workout 5, 6 a.m. in the morning without it? Guess what?
Yep.
You'd probably still get through it. Would you? And I'm going to just talk about, so again, diet culture has mangled us. Calories burned. Do you burn more calories based on this little tiny Tamagotchi? Do you burn more calories when you have a pre-workout with caffeine, beta alanine?
Your heart might beat a few beats
Yeah.
faster.
Yeah.
It may, but it's all about your output.
Right.
Does the caffeine cause that output,
Right.
or you going to the gym causing that output?
Yeah.
Like, are you working harder just because you had that drink first thing, or are you working harder just because?
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So, like the cycling off of it, I kind of gotten into my own head where the pre-workout's not doing anything because I'm just doing the pre-workout now instead of putting my creatine
Right.
into my
Yes.
pre-workout. So it's messing with my head a little bit. So it's the same thing. If you don't take your pre-workout first thing in the morning or whenever you go to the gym,
Right.
is the workout
Right.
going to be as good?
Right.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
But it will be. You're there. You're at the gym. You're doing.
You've
something.
gotten through the door, and that's the hardest part. The hardest.
Do you take pre-workout before hockey?
No.
Right?
Yeah.
So what's the difference between going into a place with weights and machines
There isn't.
on the ice?
So true.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sweat way more playing hockey
Oh, yeah.
than I do lifting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a very good point. A very good point.
Yeah.
Cool. Like it. Next one. We're almost on to the second page. BCAAs, EAAs, or intra. So intra is during your workout. What are they? Should we be taking them? Are they just juice?
I like juice.
So they're your amino acids that are occurring. You get some from food, like and this is what we talked about before we even started, is like I said, the only question that's going to be controversial is the amino acids. So
I like controversial.
they're same but different.
Mhm.
So your branched chain amino acids, and this is how I explain to people into the store, the BCAAs are like your pitcher, your back catcher, and your shortstop.
Okay.
Your essential amino acids are the entire team.
Cool. Okay.
Right?
That's a really good way to put it.
So if you have a high protein diet, chances are you are going to be fine with the branched chain amino acids. If you don't have the best diet, the essential amino acids would be possibly better.
Right.
Do they work? Yes. I like to think they do.
Mhm.
Some people think they don't work and they're just a fad. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people who think squatting is a fad
For sure.
and that your knees shouldn't come past your feet. It's body mechanics.
Mhm.
Your body mechanics aren't like mine. My body mechanics aren't like yours. It depends on the person.
Yeah.
Is what we came back to. Some pre-workouts might work for someone, some don't work for another one.
Yep.
What they do is they help with the muscle development, they help with protein synthesis. It's all about the recovery.
Mhm.
And that's why people drink them.
Yeah. And it's nice during a workout too.
Yeah.
I going back to the juice, I was kind of joking, but at the same time, it's nice to have flavor. As if you're someone who has a water goal of like 3-4 liters of water a day, it's really nice to have something that's not
different.
water. Yeah, it tastes different, but
Um,
technically can still count towards a water goal.
Yeah, on the topic of water, something that has been coming up a lot in my feeds is changing just drinking like basic water and adding salt to it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if somebody's I have a
Also
lot of
enemy.
no, it's the type of salt, I will
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
So I will say there's construction workers who come to the store during the summertime and they're like, I need something for like hydration, I need something like this. And they just can't drink enough water. The issue with just drinking solely water,
Mhm.
our body has a lot of minerals in it. When you're drinking just water, you're flushing all the minerals.
Mhm.
You need to replenish those too. The amino acids, some of them will have actual electrolyte complexes to them too. And for the most part, it's going to be magnesium, sodium, potassium, things like that that are in them that's going to replenish those, the minerals,
Mhm.
right? And like you touched on, I have people coming in that say they just don't drink water because they don't like water.
Mhm.
So for those people, sure, add a little flavor to your water
Yeah.
and
Yeah, if it makes
Instead
it
of-
easier to drink
Yeah.
it, for sure.
Yeah.
instead of getting like a liquid sugar to add to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
So-
for sure. I wanted to touch on, and I feel like this is just going to be me, like, because I know, and I know you. Quality products versus a product that may be in a grocery store that claims to be the same
Mhm.
kind of thing that you could buy in store. Something that I think is really cool about you and Herc's is you pick the products that you sell in your store.
Mhm.
Like you are an independent
Mhm.
owner of your store, so you get to pick what comes into the store. So I feel like, rest assured, it's always going to be quality products, but I also like that you have a lot of things, like, not, I guess that they are supplements, but like the vitamins. You don't have to just be someone who goes to the gym or
Yeah.
lifts heavy things to go in and find something within your store. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Was there a question?
I don't think
Picking
there
the
was a
products,
question.
quality products versus grocery store products.
So I actually have a big hate on for some of the grocery store supplements. So there is one company specifically, I won't mention it,
Thank you. We don't want to get sued.
but they created a mass market version of the product.
Mhm.
They didn't change the label. They didn't change the color of the tub. They
Mhm.
didn't change anything about the container. Put it on the shelves in the grocery stores. Sell it for cheaper,
Mhm.
and people think they're getting the exact same product.
Uh,
If that product in that grocery store meets your macros, sure, go for it.
Mhm.
100%. I'm not going to bash you for it. But don't come to me saying, well, they're selling it for this price there. There's a reason that
Exactly.
every single product in my store, I get a list from from the suppliers. I'm only allowed to sell it at a certain price.
Mhm.
If I sell it below that price and you're selling it at a different price at your store, you're hurting because I'm selling it for cheaper. So then you contact the manufacturer and say, well, Staffy's selling it for $20 under your minimum advertised price. What the hell?
Mhm.
Then I get in trouble.
Right.
And then I'm no longer allowed to sell said products.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's the biggest misconception, is that all of my products, I'm just having this huge markup on it and taking the money.
Right.
It's not
Right.
how it works.
Yeah. And I think going to a grocery store and purchasing whatever products you want, that's one thing. You're a lone horse in a grocery store to go and do whatever you want.
You're not going to have somebody that can
Exactly.
help educate you.
The wealth of knowledge, and your staff that also have that same wealth of knowledge, who can talk about, they understand, they can talk about the products on the wall and be able to, I feel like save people money. If you go into the grocery store and you buy a tub of whatever brand, doesn't matter, tastes like shit, then you go back and you buy another one and you buy another one and another one and another one, you are left with a ton of tubs of, I'm going to say, protein that all taste like crap. You've spent all of this money and you have all of this product left. Whereas if you go into a store that knows what they're talking about and can put you in this, like, the right direction,
So
you're going to save money.
something that is a takeaway from me from this whole discussion from Stathi is every individual's body is different, and what their body wants and needs is different. And having someone that can help walk you through what that will be for your body, that's, to me, worth the difference in price, and even recognizing that you're going to be getting a different product with the same label at a different store.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for sure. If you were to get, we're almost done here.
Great time.
Good. If you were to give one piece of advice to gym beginners, fitness beginners, health and wellness beginners, what would it be? Or if there was something that, like, you just wish more people knew?
There's a couple of things, right? One of the biggest things that stuck with me with, like, powerlifting is you're not going to do anything wrong by following a specific program. It might not work for you, but you did it. You're not behind.
Yep.
The other one is do your research. So don't take what I say for gospel. Do your research.
Right. Your journey is your own. It's
if somebody on the other side of the world is doing a TikTok and saying this was the best product for them, do your research of what the product was and what it does, and
whether or not that person is making money by preaching to you about X thing.
I think that's the biggest problem now with so much social media. Is it is amazing because we have all the information at our fingertips. I can go look on how to replace something in my truck.
And watch a
YouTube
video. And
I can figure out how to do it. We have all the information we need, yet nobody wants to do it. They just want to hear somebody tell them what to take and go do it. That's it.
Because they think that that's easier.
Like,
it is easier. It just might not be right.
I have, like, my old coach that I still follow, that I'm in touch with, that I talk to him about a bunch of stuff. He is extremely smart in this field. He has a lot of good videos. He talks about it. And just like you guys are doing here, like, he's raw about it too. He doesn't hide it. Doesn't try and make you feel good about it. He just says it as it is. Like, you have to do your research about everything.
Put the effort
in. If you're going to spend $60,000 on a car, you're going to read a few reviews on it. You're going to go look into it.
You're going to test drive it.
Right? So, but why can't we do that with products? Right?
And I think before a product can work, it's kind of like losing weight and training in the gym. It's not going to happen overnight.
One of the biggest things that I tell people, especially when they come in to want to lose weight, and they're like, I'm weighing myself, I don't know what to do, the scale stopped moving, I tell them to stop looking at the scale.
Thank you.
It's one of the most annoying things. I had a customer actually come in. He was a little bit heavier than he wanted to. He asked me for some advice. I'm no nutritionist or anything, so take this with a grain of salt.
We love that. We are not doctors.
I told him keep it very simple because he was overcomplicating it. So like you had touched on, the calories in versus calories out.
Mhm.
So I told him, don't change anything in your diet. Eat everything that you're eating normally.
Mhm.
Track it
Yes.
so you understand how much you're eating.
Tracking your food is data. It is just
Yeah.
data. It doesn't
we
mean,
have said that in probably 4.
it doesn't
Yeah.
and it doesn't mean you have an eating disorder or a shitty
No.
relationship with food. It is
Yeah.
data
It's
that is
information.
You
required.
read it.
Yeah.
So I told him, don't change anything. Once you have that raw number, then you can change
Yes.
something.
Yes.
But the issue is, if somebody's eating 3,000 calories a day and they try and go
That's
to
a lot of
15,
food.
but if they try and go to 1,500 calories,
Yeah.
by the end of the day, you're going to be starving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
going to be hungry,
Mhm.
and that crash diet is not going to work.
No.
So I tell them, drop it by a couple hundred calories,
Mhm.
drop whatever you want, the carbs, the sugars, the fats, whatever you want to drop.
Yeah.
Keep the protein content high.
Yeah.
Do it for about a week. Let your body acclimate to it.
Mhm.
Then after that, drop it again.
Mhm.
And again.
Yeah.
And again.
Kind of like the opposite. Go ahead.
I saw him maybe a few months after. He's like, man, he's like, thank you. I feel amazing.
Yeah.
And
You didn't crash.
but those are those, whatever you want to call it, 1 in 5, 1 in 10, 1
Yeah.
in 20.
Yeah.
But those conversations where it's like, wow, this person actually listened.
Right.
Yeah.
And he was happy. He was great. He's like, I feel amazing.
Yeah. And he put in the work.
His issue was,
But it's simple.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the other thing I told him, do not focus on the scale.
Mm-hmm.
The weight will move, but it's going to move different.
Yes.
So I said, when that scale stops moving, start focusing on how your clothes fit.
Yes. And the
And he's like,
photos, your body
yeah.
is transforming even if the
Yeah.
scale's stuck.
But he said, he's like, well, what do you mean? I said, well, are your pants fitting looser in the waist? Are they fitting tighter in the chest?
Mhm.
Are they fitting tighter in the shoulders, the tighter in the
I
quads?
love a tight
Yeah.
sleeve on a bicep.
Right?
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, you're building muscle.
Mhm.
When you think about it, a pound of fat still going to weigh the same as a pound of muscle.
Yeah.
It's the exact
We
same.
had this exact conversation.
This is not
It's-
scripted. This is not scripted.
I can tell Staffy hasn't watched the podcast much, but I can also say like he's saying
But it's, well, to us, it might be common sense, but it's not to a lot of people.
Yeah.
no.
They think, well, oh, it's a pound and a pound, but it's surface area.
Yeah.
A pound of fat is going to be like this.
Mhm.
A pound of muscle is dense.
Yeah.
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 Right?
Just
So,
takes up less space.
yeah. So when your quads, when your pants starting feeling tighter in the quads,
Mm-hmm.
guess what? You're building quad.
Friggin' win.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're also going to get heavier
Yeah.
because your quad muscle is denser than the fat that's
Yeah.
come up.
And it is
early.
tough, right? Because as we get older, our bodies change, our hormones change, female or male.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's tough.
And what does that? I always like to say, people have that number
Mhm.
on the scale in their head, but why? Why is that number?
Because it's what we're told.
Yeah, like why does that mean success? Then what happens the next day when you go out for dinner to celebrate reaching that number, and the next morning
You're 4
it's up
So
5
this-
pounds?
So
Like,
this one's actually good. So if you're doing a crash diet and you're eating X amount of calories per day, sure, you're going to drop weight.
Mhm.
Let's say a keto diet. You're cutting out all carbs. Yes, it will work. You will lose weight.
Yep.
You're cutting out an entire food group
Yeah.
from your diet.
yes, you will be eating
So-
less.
You're eating less calories. You're going to drop weight. But the issue is when you go out for dinner and then you start eating the bread on the table,
The
the fries,
Yeah. yeah,
the potatoes, the
Yeah.
whatever you're having,
yeah,
your body's not used to that. So it's sucking it all up.
yeah. It very quickly becomes
Right?
an unsustainable way of living.
The next day, well, guess what? Yeah, the scale is going to be different.
Mhm.
But again, it's one meal. You're not going to break the bank.
The scale is a measure of you against gravity. It does not like determine your worth and all that.
Yeah.
Going back to when you were talking about the customer who was in and how
Or-
to slowly decrease the calories, it kind of goes the same way. If someone reaches whatever goal and they're ready
Mhm.
to not be in a calorie deficit anymore, you don't necessarily want to jump right to maintenance. it's a slow progression of, dare I say, even trial and error to find your maintenance calories.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm sure you and I both know a lot of people that have competed.
Mhm.
So when they compete, like bodybuilding, not specifically like strongman or powerlifting or anything like that, but bodybuilding specifically, going into prep, you're in a huge calorie deficit.
Yeah.
You're depriving your body of said nutrients.
Almost everything.
And don't they say you get like prep brain too? Like
Yeah,
you're
it's a thing.
dumber.
It's 100% a thing. After that competition, when you see a lot of athletes, I don't want to say fail because it's not the word, but when they screw up, they won't do the reverse diet, or whoever is coaching them doesn't have the proper plan or tools for a reverse diet.
Right. Well, especially if they're working with a coach for the
Yeah.
show.
Yep.
As soon as the show's over, you
Bye coach.
Yeah, you probably
this
aren't
is-
even working with the coach.
This is where that research comes into play.
Yeah.
Do your research on not just the coach, but the athletes. I'm sure you could send any number of them a message being like, hey, how was the whole process? How did it go?
Right.
What was the reverse diet like?
Yeah.
All of this stuff.
Yeah, where you're left high and dry.
But the reverse diet is the biggest part.
Mhm.
You should, I don't know how long you should reverse diet for. I don't train bodybuilding or do anything like that. But I know it's just as important as the entire prep for the show because you could drastically change your body after the fact.
Yeah.
And something that you worked so hard to get to.
And to get into an appropriate calorie deficit, it kind of takes practice, right? Like you have to get good at being able to be in a calorie deficit, just like the reverse. It's going to take practice and time to get to a successful reverse, just like a successful cut.
If you think about it in a different way, say a mother that just had a kid, you're not going to jump back into the gym and do the exact same stuff that you've been doing.
Right.
I've seen so many moms that you can't even tell they've had a kid. And it's, you guys look amazing. They're like, what did you do? Like, I did not stop working out my pregnancy.
Yeah.
I
back.
waited. I obviously didn't go the next day.
Yep.
But you know what I mean?
Until they were cleared by a doctor.
It's almost like that reverse diet.
Yeah.
So they did everything they needed to do.
Yeah.
So.
And I think it's like something that we encounter a lot is the moms that took the time off, like went to the gym until they got pregnant, stopped, and then took time away from the gym because caring for child. And then they stopped in their mind being able to take the time for themselves.
I get it. It is a huge change, right? Your body is changing. You're growing as human.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but like, I think it's amazing, right? You're able to do that. No reason should you stop doing what you love to do.
Yeah.
Right. I've seen videos of like competitions. There's been pregnant mothers doing CrossFit competitions.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
Running races.
Yeah.
I've seen many videos like
probably marathons.
yes,
Right?
yes, all pregnant. Yeah.
I noticed that.
But they also
Or
do
even
say,
I've seen a video too of a new mom who was running a marathon and her infant baby was on the sidelines. She stopped to breastfeed this baby during the marathon, but she was doing a marathon.
what they do say, if it's stuff that you were doing before, you don't have to stop.
Right.
Obviously, getting pregnant isn't a call for you to go into the gym, right? Because your body's not used to that stress.
Yep. Yep. And I would say the recovery is a lot easier.
Well, there's one right now who's pregnant that you know who was a member that she looks great, right? So,
Cool. Anything else that either of you want to touch on before we close this out? Josh likes to touch on social work, so that's what's coming now.
Yeah, no, actually the thing that I really want to touch on, because that, like, you mentioned it a little bit, but I think that it's something that people like grab onto as the magic fix, and it's fat burners and how they can, like, the myth and the misinformation out there is that it's the magic pill. If you take it, you're just like it's gonna melt away.
Yeah.
What do they actually do?
So like any number of things, like any number of the pre-workouts, they're going to do specific things. The fat burners, they have ingredients in them that are going to raise your body temperature.
That's what I'm saying.
Things like that. So like you're going to sweat a hell of a lot more.
Yeah.
Things like that. There's ingredients in them like carnitine, like cayenne pepper, like black pepper extract. They even say just regular black pepper is really good for burning fat.
Yeah.
Right. They, again, going back to like the amino acids, do they work? I like to think that the fat burners do.
Yeah. I think
but it's not a fix.
Yeah.
It's not, oh, I'm going to take this and I'm going to drop all my weight and still
Not have
crush
too
a
many
12
fat.
pack of beer,
Yeah, hold
eat
on.
my chicken fingers of
Yeah,
fries.
I can't have my chicken wings.
But you know what I mean?
Large
So
piece of
I
lunch.
can't crush an entire box of cookies. Like
Yeah.
it's a supplement. It's something that's there to help. It's not the fix all.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Right?
and I think a lot of those things, if you believe that they do help, they will help.
Yeah, 100%.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A lot of people just like it because it's, like you said, the beta alanine feeling. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, it's hitting me. Oh,
It tells me that it's time to work.
I'm sweating so much, so it's going to do something.
Yeah.
You're going to push even harder. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to push harder because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're taking a fat burner and you're sweating maybe a little bit more and it's making you have the frame of mind, I'm burning fat, then it's going to be helping.
Mm-hmm.
100% it's going to be helping.
Again, it's all like the biggest that you asked if there's anything that I want to touch on. It's just
We've touched on
doing
45 things since then.
but it's doing the research. It's doing like looking into the products.
Yeah.
Like
Like I would expect people to do if they wanted to work with me or our studio as coaches and trainers. Do your research.
Yeah.
Make sure that
This is the right fit.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
like, and that's the thing in the store. I take a lot of the products that I have.
Mm-hmm.
The protein powder, the pre-workouts, the creatine, the vitamins, all this stuff. They're things that I take. And like you say, do the supplements work? Should you take them? Like if you look at Canada right now, it gets dark earlier.
Mhm.
So we don't really see a lot of the daylight. We're not outside for a lot of it. Like your vitamin D is a big one,
Yeah.
right? So that's something that you can supplement with.
Scientifically speaking, and coming from a mental health perspective, vitamin D is a key contributor to seasonal affective disorder, which is seasonal depression.
Mm-hmm.
But you think about it, like you wake up. What time do you wake up in the morning?
10 to 4.
Right. So it's dark.
Mm-hmm.
You come here.
Mm-hmm.
You're working, and then what time do you leave?
Depending on the day, but it's often dark by the time I
Like,
get
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you wake up in the dark, you leave in the dark.
Yeah.
So it's just the time of the year,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's the part that sucks. We're not in the Caribbean. We're not on the beach somewhere.
One day. One day, man.
Right?
That's
Well, yeah. So like, and then the other things is you need to take other things for your body to actually absorb them properly.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You can't just be popping vitamin D pills like Tic Tacs.
Yeah.
It's like the vitamin K and the magnesium that actually help your body absorb it into your
vitamin
bones.
C. You need vitamin C to help with vitamin D.
Yeah, we don't want to go back to the ages where we get scurvy.
Yeah. That's very true.
So it's not a one size fits all.
Yeah.
Do your research. Your journey, like we always say, is yours, and it's going to look different than the next person.
And it's the frustration part too, right?
Hmm.
If the scale stops moving, then you need to focus on other aspects.
Yes.
If
Because it will stop moving. It will.
And the one thing that gets me is the people that are like, oh, well, I just don't have time. It's like, but you can make time to go do a bunch of other stuff that you probably shouldn't be doing.
Doom scroll the phone too. The doom scrolling takes
It is. Yeah. It is very bad. And I've caught myself a few times just.
Yeah.
We send each other.
We don't. But yeah, it's true. Just and it's the frustration part. I get it.
Yeah.
A lot of people like we talked about is you have all the information at your hands.
Yeah.
You want results like this.
Yeah.
But these types of results don't happen.
Yeah.
Like they don't happen fast.
Yeah. And it's really hard to reflect and see and recognize and accept that some of your actions are not helping your
We
journey.
did an entire episode on the fact that the only person that controls what you do is you.
100%.
You have to be willing to recognize that you
Yep.
are choosing to prioritize other things
Yeah.
over your own health.
You think about a lot. So I have a buddy who has a young kid, he's about 2 years old, and he has a garage set up. His kid sees him work out,
How
Yeah.
important is that?
sees him lift.
Yeah.
So he's instilling these values in his kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So especially if you have children,
Yeah.
depending on what age they are,
Yeah.
what values do you want to instill in them?
And not using the terms that make exercise feel, oh, I have to work out. Oh, this is so hard. I have to. I hate it, but I have to do it.
The idea, even just using the term workout, to me, like I call it a lift when I come to the gym,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
because that's what I'm here to
Yeah.
do.
Your words matter.
Yeah.
People listen. Your kids are listening.
Yeah.
And that's one of the biggest things now too. Like you see a lot of people changing the way they speak,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Especially
And
how
it's
they
like,
speak about themselves.
Don't say I can't do it. Say I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Say,
not right now.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Right?
yeah.
So it's I think our own internal negative talk gets to us a lot of the times.
Yeah.
So,
I find I often am saying to people, like, what would you do if someone came up to you and started talking to you the way you talk to yourself?
Mhm.
Like, how would you react?
Yeah.
yeah, probably
Yeah.
not well.
Yeah, you
Punch
wouldn't
me in the
react.
face.
Yeah, you wouldn't react well. So why do you do it to yourself?
Yeah.
Like, it's not okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, it's a lot to digest. It's like I said before, you can't do anything wrong. The only thing you can do wrong, I guess, is just not doing it at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the worst thing you can do is nothing.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Are we wrapping?
I think so.
Okay. That's
Thanks,
a wrap
Stacy.
on this episode of the KLT Fitcast. We dove into supplements, and I feel like at the end we had a really good conversation on just like,
Life.
it was
Yeah.
painless.
see?
Yeah, there you go.
See?
It wasn't that bad.
So thank you for watching. This is where we always try and remember how to what do
Like
we
and
say?
subscribe.
Like and subscribe if
Yeah.
it's YouTube,
Yeah,
Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. We would appreciate all of your
follow.
5-star reviews
Yeah,
and
follow.
follows, whatever
And
that was.
comments.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Number 1 guest speaker.
Yeah.
Done.
So are we lifting now?